Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here. And today is a collab video with a couple of my favorite people, Just Jessica and Trouble with Tish. I've known both of them for a very long time and I love and adore both of them. So if you want to see what we're using, which might be in the thumbnail and the title, then stick around. I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I had gotten a message from my Amanda about this palette. I've talked about this before. You're probably tired of hearing about it. And then Just Jessica had messaged me and she said she got this palette and she was like, was it me or her? One of us was like, we should do a collab. I think I was like, we should collab with it when we get it. And she was like, let me know when you get yours. And she was like, you'll probably get yours before me because it comes from California. And I live in Washington and she's on the East Coast. So I got mine probably 2 or 3 days before her. But both of them shipped out really quickly. Twilight, by the way. And then when I went hiking with Tish, I was talking to her about, well, when she came over to pick me up, I showed her it and she was like, I want that palette. And I'm like, you should get it. And so she ended up getting it. So all three of us are collabing using the ColourPop Twilight palette. And I don't care what anybody says. I love it. I think it's a great palette. I've used it once before. This will be the second time that I've used it, but I loved the look that I did. And this is the color story. Today, I'm not sure what I want to get into. I think I might, I think I might go into Irrevocably. Is that what that one is? I think that says Irrevocably. So I think I'm going to go into this one and maybe this one, and then probably use this for a liner or to deepen up the outer V. I don't know. Let's play. Let's play, guys. Dun, 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 dun. What brush? What brush? I think we'll go into the Singe Beauty E01 brush. Pick up some Irrevocably. If you guys are watching this and you are not subscribed to Trouble with Tish or Just Jessica, I highly recommend that you go check both of them out. They both do amazing makeup looks. Tish has been killing it in the uploads lately, you know, and she's really got some fun series going on her channel. And Jessica does a lot of different things on her channel. She does ASMR, she does makeup unboxings, she does like food tryout videos, like different things with pickles, because she's a pickle connoisseur. So like if you're into that kind of stuff, you should definitely go check them out. Tish always comes with me on my Adventure Fridays. She's been over to help me paint my room. She helped me put together my vanity over here. You know, she's my girl. She's my girl. And I love my Jessica. So I highly recommend that you guys go show them some love because they deserve it. And I don't know if Tish is up to 500 yet, but she was at 491 the last time I checked. And I'm doing a giveaway, which will be in my Adventure Friday video, to help her get to 500 because she deserves it and so much more. That is such a pretty color, you guys. Such a pretty color. I think I want to bring a little bit more in here. I think I'm going to do a cut crease. I think Jessica's going to do a cut crease. I'm not sure what Tish is going to do. We're waiting for her to get her palette. I can't wait to see their looks. Probably going to be like way better than mine. I mean, not to say that I can't do makeup, but I don't know. They're just so creative. Really, they are. Like, they blow me away every time they do makeup looks. It's like, just, I'm like, man, how did they do that? I really like this shade. I think it looks really pretty. Last time I used this palette, I used Unconditionally to set down the concealer. This time I decided not to do that, to see how it works, like, without setting down the concealer. And maybe at some point, well, actually today I've got an eye primer on, the Gerard Cosmetics, but maybe one time that I use it, I'll do it without an eye primer to see how it goes. But like, honestly, I love using an eye primer or a concealer on my lids because I just personally feel like it helps the shadow. All right, now that we've got that, I think what I'm gonna do is a cut crease. So I'm gonna put a little bit of my Wet n Wild concealer on the back of my hand. And I am gonna use that. I don't think I'm gonna use Impossibly Fast. I think I'll use Forever Young for my liner. Maybe I won't need to deepen up the outer V, guys. So I just put the concealer on the back of my hand like that, and I use this little, like, paintbrush. I got a set of paintbrushes for when I want to do, like, fun looks and use my water-based liners. But I'm just gonna, like, tap it just right on the lid up into the crease here, and that's where I'll lay down my shimmer shade, which I'm not sure which one I'm going to use just yet. But this just helps, I think, make the shimmer shades pop a little more. And I think it also, like, helps it stick a little more too. Like, a lot of people will use, like, a NYX glitter glue. But I find that the concealer works fine for me, you know, so. And I mean, I'm not perfect at cut creases, but I try. I don't think it looks too bad though. I'm definitely gonna have to blend out that darker shade. And what shimmer shade? I really want to use the Cullens. I think that's such a pretty color. Let's see what it looks like swatched. I think that'll look okay, don't you? Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me get my Singe Beauty. This is the EO4 brush that I'm going to use. This is what I use for a lot of my shimmer shades to pack down on my lid. See how this turns out. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. How's it looking, guys? Tap what's on my finger on my lid. Sometimes using your fingers is a better way to make the shimmer pop too. You know, like a glitter glue or a color base, or using your fingers, or wetting your brush after you pick up the pigment. I know a lot of people will spray their brush and then pick up the shadow, but like, watching videos that I've watched, it seems like that's probably not a good idea, because if you wet your brush and then you stick it into the pan to pick up the pigment, it seems like you would get the shadow wet, which could cause hard pan, right? So wouldn't it be better to pick up the pigment on the brush and then spray the pigment on the brush? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've just heard Heather Austin talk about it a lot of times, and it honestly makes a lot of sense to me. It seems kind of not like a good idea to stick a wet brush into your shadow. I mean, personally, the only time I think that you should get your like shadow even damp or wet is when you're like, if it's broken and you're pressing it back down. But then even then you shouldn't be using like just water. I use alcohol to press down my shades when they're broken. I think that's so pretty, guys. So pretty. I think I'm going to get off and do the other eye real quick and do my base, and then I'll come back and we'll do the lower lash line. So hang tight, I'll be back, guys. Alrighty, guys, I'm almost done. I did my base. I used a Makeup by Mario foundation. I used my Sephora bronzer. I used this Gigi Bear mascara I got in my Bizy Beauty Customs. I used a little bit of my Extraordinary Ciate London setting powder. I used, where is it? My Wet n Wild concealer. For my lip liner, I used the Aveo lip liner, and then I used the Go-To gloss. So now, let's hurry up and get this lower lash line done, because I gotta head out the door in like 5 minutes. I did use my, what liner is this? The CoverGirl for the tight line. And then I used the, where did it go? I just put it back in here. OMG. I used the Little Twin Stars for the waterline. I really enjoy using that one because it's like, I don't know. I think it's light enough that it makes my eyes look bigger. You know what I mean? I'm using the Irrevocably for the lower lash line. I used a little bit of the Unconditionally to blend out up here, but I'm also going to use a little bit of highlighter as well. I think I might use Ice Cold for the inner corner because it's a really, really pretty shade. All right, let me get my brush, my blinged brush that I use for my inner corner, and we'll dip into Ice Cold. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the inner corner here. I still don't feel like I'm the best at doing my inner corner the right way. One eye always looks better than the other. And I used for my brows, this is AOA Studio Brow Pencil. I've really been enjoying using it. And then I used my freckle pen. I don't know if you can see, but I did put some freckles on. I can see them. They're not like super dark, but I try to keep them light because I don't want my friend at work to think I've got mascara under my eyes like she did last time. But I think it's because what I used last time was like way too dark. You know what I mean? Like, you got to use a lighter shade that is easier to blend out, I think, so that it's not so, I don't know, like dots on your face. You know what I mean? You want it to kind of look a little bit natural. All right, let me get, this brush is what I use for when I highlight my brow bone. And we're using the Ofra Madison Miller highlighter, A Moon Dance. It's a beautiful highlighter, but Ofra has amazing highlighters anyway, so. See, look at that. Can you see that? Stunning. And it helps me to blend out the crease or transition shade a little bit. I really am enjoying this palette, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. You know, like, complain about the color story, complain about the packaging, you know, whatever. But I think it's a pretty palette. I've used it twice now, and both times I'm enjoying it, you know, and I don't know. Thank you to Tish and Jessica for wanting to collab with me with this palette. It means a lot to me. So again, this is the Twilight palette. I think we're pretty good with the look. I should probably put some mascara on the lower lashes. Oh no! No, 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 no. You guys, I just messed up. I hit under here with mascara. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. I think I saved it. I think. Yeah, I think I saved it. That was a big old clump. Oh, I can't believe I did that. All right, well, this is my look for today. Thank you, Jessica and Tish, for collabing with me on the Twilight palette from ColourPop. I think she's stunning. I think she's like $24. You use a code, you save like 10%. I think it's well worth it. I think I've created 2 beautiful looks with this palette. Yeah, so with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you all have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. I hope you all take care and stay safe. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy this kind of stuff, as well as a lot of other things, I hope you'll go down below. Join the family Nene's Glam Squad. It doesn't cost anything to join the club. Click the subscribe button is what I'm trying to say here. Click the subscribe button. Turn up the notification bell. That way you can get notified anytime I make a new upload. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Say hi. I will leave Jessica and Tish on the end screen. I highly recommend that you go check out their videos and join their families because they're amazing. I love you guys so much, and I hope I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.